did ayahuasca for the first time, right?
Actually,
What was that experience
the
like?
first time I did ayahuasca was in 1999. I did it
Okay.
as research for Rational Mysticism. And then I just did it again. When was that? 2 years ago, I guess, in out on suburban Long Island in a basement of a modest ranch home with about, I
The
don't know.
traditional setting.
Yeah. And, I think both of my ayahuasca experiences were, I was there, you know, I'm just tripping my brains out, but I was there primarily as a journalist or kind of a sociologist. I'm thinking, I'm looking around at these people, most of whom are strangers. So in Long Island, it was people young and old, and some very sort of conventional middle-class people. At least that's what I was gathering from looking at them. And we all introduced ourselves at the beginning. And then you get into the experience and people are retching and they're crying and they're moaning, they're sobbing, you know, they're just in all these different states of misery. There was a guy right next to me who I actually did know, who's he'd never, I think, taken any drugs before. And he was alternately laughing hysterically and sobbing miserably. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? What are we doing here? And I mean, the answer is just that everybody's looking for something. Everybody is, you know, we find ourselves here, and our lives are also often painful. And even when they're not painful, they're mysterious, they're confusing. And so you know, we do these crazy things like taking this stuff that makes us really sick with all these strangers to try to find answers. And the paradox for me is that, you know, doing those things in my case has never really given me answers, except for maybe the crazy God, whatever that's worth. It's just kind of revealed the depth, the infinite depth of the questions. And even my crazy God idea, you know, that God didn't have the answer either. That God was, in a way, more baffled than us. I you know, my experiences have led me to think that as we evolve, the smarter we get, the more self-aware we get, the more baffled we will be by our own existence. And that doesn't mean it's futile to try to seek the answers, because we do discover a lot of stuff on the road to trying to understand everything, but we never can understand everything.